Hi everyone, it's me, Lindsay, again with EquipMeOT, here today to talk about power assist recliners, or lift chairs as they're often referred to. These are going to be different from your standard recliners in that they are powered by an electric motor that often offers the additional benefit of being able to stand you up, so lift you all the way into a standing position or close to it from the chair. So they're great as and often used as a medical supply, so I wanted to go over them here on this channel because I think it's really important to know there are many good reasons to have a power assist recliner, and then there's a couple of important considerations that may make you not appropriate for using a power assist recliner. So let's go over all those in this video, so make sure you stick around for the whole thing so you can get all the great information. So the first thing I want to talk about is why I like these. So power assist recliners are a fantastic option for managing leg swelling. Why would I jump on this first? Because the management of lower body swelling is very, very difficult to do independently, because oftentimes getting your legs positioned up and above your heart is very difficult to do. So the power assist recliner often has the ability to get your legs into a nice elevated position without a lot of undue stress on the body. So by doing this, it's just going to use the standard recliner options, but you're not going to have to do any work to get there. So it's going to help people comply and do it more frequently, which is so important in getting leg swelling under control. So I'm going to go ahead and recline in this one so you can see what it looks like. It's just a standard recliner, but again, all I have to do is push a button to make it work. So it's much less work for the user. This one is going to get me in a pretty nicely elevated position. You can see my head is still going back a little bit, nearly flat. Now, to be in a fully gravity eliminated position for maximum swelling management, you're going to want your feet above the height of your heart. This recliner comes close, but doesn't quite get all the way. When you're looking for that, you're looking for a specific feature called the Trendelenburg Positional feature. I'll put that down in the information below so you can see the spelling. But the Trendelenburg position allows the feet to truly be elevated above the height of the head. So that's super important if you're somebody who deals with chronic or possibly situational swelling that needs to be managed effectively. So now we're going to get back into a regular seated position, and if that's all you use this chair for, that's a good value, because obviously having swelling is very miserable and can be very impactful on all your daily functions. The other thing I like about these recliners is that they're going to be excellent for anyone who deals with joint issues. So if you've got hip, knee, shoulder arthritis, and you struggle with managing a standard recliner, having the electric option is a really nice way to improve accessibility. No extra twisting or managing the lever. It's going to be all done via a button. Now, the added feature that I want to go over here is the standing feature. This is probably the most controversial feature on these chairs, but also one of the most useful. If you are working with, or you yourself or your loved one struggles to get up from a seat, this feature is the single most unique part of these chairs. So I'm going to go ahead and take it into its standing position here, and so you can see how high it will lift me. You can see it's starting to tilt my body forward. I can stop at any point in this process if I feel I'm at a position where now I can come to a stand. I'm going to go all the way to its maximum standing position to show you how much benefit it can give me and how much easier it can be to get up. All right. So you can see it's really lifting my bottom and pushing me forward. This is its fully elevated position. If I were somebody who relied on a walker, for example, this now would be very easy to push myself into a standing just like this, much shorter distance between myself and the seat, so that I can go to my standing position and off I go. These aren't great for a wheelchair user unless they're a standing wheelchair user, so somebody who can stand up to pivot into the wheelchair. If you are a wheelchair user and rely on a slide board, these are not going to be as much help because the armrests are going to get in the way for the most part. So that's just one caveat to these. If you're somebody who has things like Parkinson's disease, MS, any kind of neurological condition that causes significant weakness, making standing very challenging, this is really helpful, especially for those caregivers who are struggling to provide that assistance. So this can really improve the comfort and stability of the caregiver as well. So that's something to consider. Now, let's talk about why I don't love this feature. The standing feature on these chairs is great if you absolutely need it, but it can become what we would consider maybe a crutch. It could become something that you use too much or rely on too much and cause your body, your lower body especially, to weaken substantially so that you can no longer sit up, stand up from any unsupported position. So that would make getting up off the edge of the bed difficult, off the couch difficult, in and out of a car difficult. Think of all the places you complete that sit to stand movement. So relying on this too much can really be detrimental if you have the ability to maintain your strength or regain your strength. Relying on that sit to stand is not necessarily a good thing. That's why we like to wean people off it over time if we can. The other thing we do not recommend with these chairs, but is frequently done, is sleeping in them. Unfortunately, sleeping in a recliner is extremely common because they're often the easiest to get in and out of, and they are comfortable. So that is important during recovery phases or if when pain is really escalated. But getting people back in their beds is a high value thing for us therapists because sleeping in a recliner over time causes significant back issues, pelvic tilt issues, neck issues, shoulder issues. It's really difficult to reverse that if it's something that's been done for a long time. So seriously consider that if you are finding yourself sleeping in a recliner. Now, I understand that some people will need this for comfort, and I totally respect that, and if that's your choice, but just know that if you do it for too long, your body will start to change and conform to the sleeping position that you have in these chairs. So there you have it, a real breakdown on the power assist or lift chair. I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you have questions or comments, obviously please leave them down below. And if you need more information on how to stay safe and independent in your home and community, consider subscribing to EquipMeOT. Thank you.